those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for my bad. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth.
My bad.
Oh, dude.
Be subtle with them, man. Be subtle with them. Just move on. My bad.
That is my biggest fear.
I have never heard of my bad before, or like let me wait, or like something like that. It's usually just like an awkward silence,
Yeah.
and you wait for someone who knows what
Yeah.
they're doing to just start saying it.
Yes.
Oh man.
makes for a beautiful church.
My
history.
See, now I want to watch like a compilation of just these. Just like
Yeah.
Go on.
What are the other
Apple
accounts?
Contacts. Yeah.
Is
it is so funny, man. It's like there's so many of them. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's great. Like COVID, everyone's sort of live streaming,
Yeah.
and now everything's just
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Online forever.
I wonder if we have something like that in our live streams.
Oh man, don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Okay.
All the altar boys are like there, like,
Yeah.
oh no, please. Oh no, oh no.
That has to be my biggest fear. Like, what do you do? Like, you can't do anything. Either AdSense gonna have to correct you, or you're just gonna have to restart, right? But man,
We actually had it was right after COVID or during, no, right after COVID. We had a Christmas Holy Kurban, I believe. Yeah, it was. The readings were not given up for the first and second episode. So it was like this long gap, and everybody's just staring at each other. What's happening? You know, I'm not moving. You know, the sisters are not moving. The people are not moving. Finally, one of the observers just, you know, took a Bible and read a passage.
man.
Yeah, so these things happen.
For it was so there's First John, second, like, you know, there's letters of John, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also the
Gospel of John.
Gospel of John.
Gospel. Oh.
I've had someone read the Gospel of John, and I think one of the bishops were there. I forget. I don't know if it was Chrysostom, but he was like, he turned around, he went, no, stop. It's like, don't do this. Yeah.
That is the worst fear.
Yeah. I had to do a bit of hustling. I just had to grab the little textbook with all the readings.
Lectionary?
Yeah. I just had to go through. It's like, here we go.
Oh
and
gosh.
I'm in my head. I'm going, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Isaiah, also. Let's keep going.
It's like my Sunday school days of learning the books of the Bible have trained me for this one moment. This is where I use my knowledge.
Oh.
Now listening to New University Music.
That is so true. The image you have of a person named after a biblical figure. Yes.
That's a lot of pressure. Being named after
Jesus stole my bike.
Oh.
Jesus stole my bike. Like,
that is a lot of pressure.
what do you do? I don't know.
But you can't really blame him, you know, like, let's say you name your kid Moses and he goes and, you know, beats somebody up. That's in character of Moses in the Bible. He not only beats somebody up, he kills somebody.
Oh, God.
True.
Yo.
Oh.
Don't break any tablets, guys.
Don't break any tablets. Oops.
Very
We
expensive.
get the iPads.
Yes.
Exactly.
Bro, that's on my mind when we use the tablets.
Tablets. Oh.
I knew what you meant. Okay, this is a meme.
When it's your stress in 5 minutes and you just left your house. You're cooked. I've almost very close accidents, my lord.
Oh.
Don't admit to things in this live podcast.
I'll be teaching, like, I have to teach Sunday schools. I might have to, like, sub in, or I'll be late for mass, and you know.
Oh.
Morning prayer starts at 9:30, so we gotta get there.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, it must be easy for you. You live in the rectory, right?
Yeah, right there.
I'm going to say this actually happened to us during the getaway.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
We went for the vigil mass and we cut it way too close. So we got there at, like, the mass starts at 4. We got there at 3:56, I think. 55 or 56. I ran and tried to get into the sanctuary, but they had already started the procession. So I stayed with the youth in the with the congregation. So
How was that? How did it feel being like as a
I mean, I've done it before. Like, whenever I go home and I go to a Roman Rite parish, I usually stay with the congregation during weekday mass. So
Yeah.
it's
Do
nothing.
you do any prayers or anything because you're a priest? I know you're not wearing the kappa and everything. But,
Right. No. I wouldn't. Like, it's only when I'm on the altar that I'm, participating in the celebration as a priest.
Right.
So you just celebrate as the part of the congregation.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm curious. So I know that there's a daily obligation for a mass. So
Yeah, not obligation for us. It's a very strong recommendation.
Oh.
That's the difference between us and a Roman Rite priest. So they also they are obligated to pray the divine office, the office of the hours. We are not obligated. It's very strongly recommended.
I see. I was under the impression that adjuncts had to do it.
Yeah, so for us, if we don't, so for the Roman clergy, if they don't celebrate mass or act more properly, if they don't pray the divine office, it's a mortal sin.
Mm.
Wow.
For us, it's not a mortal sin.
Oh, that is okay.
That's very interesting.
That is interesting.
Yep.
Is it because of the value you take, and because of that, that's how it's a moral
It's more of a
sin?
it's a more the difference in traditions more than anything else.
What if you
Historical
forget? Because mortal, in order to constitute a mortal sin, you
It has to be intentional. Yeah.
Intentional, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So again, those three factors. So if you forget, if you are sick, for example, if you couldn't do it, all of those things make it a different matter.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Professional heavy tech.
Oh, there's always that one person that saves everyone, saves that whole marriage because of their abilities. It's insane.
And then there's another person who always needs to test that mixer and
That gain.
gain the volume.
My mic isn't working. My mic isn't working. Come on.
I love it when there's just like a back and forth battle between like these two groups, right? It's just
Yeah.
like in one part of the mass, you're like, I can barely hear anything. The other part's like, why is everything like turned up 300%? This makes zero sense.
I'm glad it's a universal experience.
Yeah.
We're all the same. St. Thomas Aquinas, Our Lady's Seat of Wisdom, St. Joseph of Liberty, St. Jude, all intercede to help me pass my class.
Oh my gosh.
We love
just had
the
a conversation.
back-to-back prayers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Gotta get all the help we can get.
Yes, we will.
Especially St. Jude at certain times.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Completely impossible.
Impossible things, yes. Impossible. Oh gosh.
And actually, like St. Jude's impossible, like he became the patron saint of impossible things because of his miracle with the king, right?
One of yes, and one of the traditions that I heard is that all the other apostles, again, I'm not sure how valid it is. All of the other apostles got a certain cause to be a patron to, and St. Jude didn't get anything. So Jesus was like, okay, you be the patron saint of impossible causes.
I just feel like it's a jab at St. Jude. Poor guy.
Right, yeah. But again, I don't know how true it is. It's one of the stories I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Slightly more famous than you.
Slightly more.
Seems like an understatement.
This is a really good one. I really like this one.
This is good.
Oh, that is awesome.
Highly theological too. I like it.
Yep.
How does it feel, Ita, when you're
Yeah.
on the altar?
Yeah.
Honestly, the first time I celebrated mass was the evening of my ordination. I went to the not many people know this actually, so it's gonna become public. But my first mass was actually in the Malankara chapel that I made in the St. Joseph Seminary at Dunwoody. So me and another priest, we celebrated. He was a concelebrant. We celebrated together, and it was a very surreal experience. Like, this is your first mass, first kurbono as a priest, and everything that you have practiced for so long, when you do it now, it's a wholly different thing. Before, when you said, this is my body, nothing happened. Now you say this is my body, and transubstantiation begins. So it was a very, very surreal experience, and I think that kind of it's still there, and that's the kind of surprising reality, even after 8 years. Even when I say, this is my body, I tell myself, who am I to be worthy to take, this host and call upon God and make it, the body of Christ, the body of my Savior, the body of my Lord, and then to lift him up. I'm not worthy, and that's one of the beautiful things about being a priest. You do something that is totally beyond you, and that the only reason you do it is because of the infinite grace of God. because if it was up to me, I would have just burned into into a small big piece of dust, into ash. But and when we one of the prayers is the altar is it's surrounded by fiery flames.
Yeah.
And that's where you are standing. And actually, this Sunday we are going to sing that during Sito, I think. You serve on the fiery altar, and from there you take the body and blood of Christ. So we have to be mindful of that, and not just the priest, the altar servers too.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard. Sometimes, being on the altar as an altar server, you just gotta see, it is God in front of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. You get distracted. You go when you're looking at the younger guys, going, "Hey, come on, let's go."
Yeah,
get
do
this.
that.
It gets distracting, but it's a beautiful thing that I get to be a part of, and
Yeah.
Acha, how's your body feeling when you do this ritual? I mean, how does that? Because for me, when I received my first Kurbana, right, my knees were shaking.
Yeah.
But I was my knees were shaking, and I asked my brother. My brother felt the same thing because we received it together.
Yeah.
I'm that was just a surreal experience. I never expected when Achin came down with the Kurbana, then it started shaking. I was people could probably see behind me if I was shaking or not. But yeah, my knees were almost about to give up on me.
Yeah, for me,
But
I
yeah,
don't think it's a physical reaction as much as a spiritual moment.
Okay.
Where you just feel you're so unworthy, and there's nothing you can do to be worthy. So you are at that moment you are fully cognizant of the fact that this is because of the grace of God, and you cannot do this without that. And actually, I've seen priests break down and cry during their first masses. It didn't, maybe because it was a private mass at first. It wasn't that strong with me, but I've seen priests end up in tears when they say, "This is my body." So
Yeah.
for me that happened during Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Oh,
The
yeah.
6th of
Oh yeah.
man,
Oh, that's tough.
it's
Ooh.
I don't know if people appreciate our liturgy as much as they should.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. The songs are just so descriptive. The prayers are so descriptive. It's I don't know the exact words of this. So it's Mikhaile, where are you?
That's where I lose it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Michael, where is your sword? Gabriel, where is thy seal?
Yeah.
right.
Where is the sword that pushed back Assyrians? It's it's
Yeah.
It's just it gets you emotional. And
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Mine's is the reflection when it talks about the Mother Mary. Mara Pravine Pole, Kuri
Kuri Kare,
Kare. Oh my God, that you just
like a morning dove, she wept.
dove. Yeah.
Yes.
I think many actions I've seen stop right there because they have to hold themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just Good Friday. We talked about
Yeah.
gazing at him, right? That
Yeah.
song is so beautiful in how it describes what the Eucharist is and what we are being a part of. So we should be listening to our songs and prayers. It's very meaningful, very impactful.
But yeah.
It's awesome.
The older I get, more I appreciate it, I would say. So yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about this, but that's good.
He's tempting us, absolutely.
Yeah.
Aww.
Qualifies.
The fun.
That's cute. I love it.
I saw photos of him skiing. He's
Oh.
He was an
so-
athlete.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
was he? Okay. Wow.
And then
How I feel going into that booth. Ready?
Ready.
Some Martins can be brutal in there. Are you sure you want to stop singing? And sometimes no, sorry. Yes.
Sorry. No, I like a little bit of that once in a while.
Yeah, no, it's a good reality
once in
check.
a while.
It's
It's a reality check. Yeah, exactly.
It's a much needed.
I like to
check.
fight back once in a while. It's
Yes.
okay. You humble yourself.
Absolutely.
Say that to you, man.
Underrated.
Saints who are martyred for the
It's okay. That's how love is, really.
Huge imposter syndrome. Mhm.
Right. Is there levels to this, Acha? Is there?
Yeah.
Is there...
We'll know when we get to heaven.
Okay.
There we go.
We'll know for sure then.
It's oh, you got here through memes. Just go there. Go that way.
Jesus talks about many mansions, right? It's I get the small mansion probably for making me. The ones get bigger ones get martyrs.
Or it's like
those.
you converted a lot of souls, so hey,
Hey.
you get a bigger mansion with your
Maybe.
memes.
Bigger
It's
mansion.
more effective than you think.
Yes.
Memes are much more effective
Yeah.
than you think.
Absolutely.
This is my favorite one.
You know Protons are mess. I'm not gonna catch
It's hilarious.
You stand up at the wrong time during mass that you're trying to like, oh, dude, my first Latin mass was just like this. I'm not used to it, and for some reason I decided to go sit up front, in front of everyone else. So I had to like look behind me, like, you know, you gotta do a little check before I sit down and stand up.
Oh my gosh.
How serious spiritual prayer life for me? Everything's on track.
The track.
Thanks. The track.
Yeah, sometimes it be true.
Yes, yes. That's why we have the sacraments. We come back.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
exactly.
you know, spiritual life it always has its ups and downs. You know, that's
Right.
also good for us to not be prideful or think that this is all up to us. It's not. It needs grace.
Yeah. Yeah. And we need His grace always through the sacraments. You know, you're not once saved, always saved sort of mentality.
Humility. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, humility. Yeah. Yeah.
Even all the hairs on your heads are counted.
We get up to heaven and we get like a little stat sheet about us, like it's like the hairs. We're like, why?
It is counted. It's a 0. You know?
Yeah, zero is zero.
It's like you made this real easy. Thank you for that. It's like,
So if it's an ingrown hair, would it be negative one?
Ooh.
Oh. My gosh.
So my dad told guys, come on, seriously, don't eat that. First thing she does is eat it. So yeah, that's right.
That's why I'm here. Oh gosh.
Disobedience, and we continue. You know, whatever our
Yeah.
first mother did.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. When everybody thought you were dead, you decided to come back to life on April 1st.
April Fool.
That was what, last year or 2 years ago?
I think it was
Oh, in
Ah,
2017, I was
2
like,
years ago.
Really?
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, a while ago.
This is the scene in the garden. Oh, Maria may tortakaran തന്നെ.
Patite.
oh, 2018, that's what it was. Just
18.
Oh, really? 2018? Okay. Yeah.
You can find anything except answers.
Yeah.
But it
Yep.
has to be lost, not just forgotten.
Right.
Forgotten, right? Lost in the brain.
Yeah.
You can't say that. Be physically
The
lost. Yeah.
When you're eating, you realize it's right. This is what I'm saying.
yeah, quite a lot of food ones in here.
Yep.
You were
Hey,
hungry.
cat-
when you ate, huh?
Yeah, cafeteria in middle and high school was such a trap. Oh,
Yeah. The cheese pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the only option.
Hardboard pizzas. Hardboard. Everything.
When you're that hungry, even if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not good, it tastes good.
mhm.
Oh, man.
I think that's it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Look at us. We're
Nice.
professionals.
Good collection, Teresa.
Yeah.
Good stuff, guys.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, this has been an amazing episode. I did not expect it to go like this, but it was just amazing. I got to see the humor side of the Catholic faith, and I'm like, yeah, I think we got a lot of good explanations from Achin as well regarding the nuances of our faith. And yeah, thank you, Acha, for coming. Really appreciate it. I know this is your second episode on Tea with Thomas, and yeah, you're always a legend, and people are recognizing you. And yeah.
Humility.
God, you're
Oh yeah,
very
humility.
famous.
Yes.
You're very famous.
Yeah, very famous. That's why we had you. And you have a good humor sense too. And thank you, Acha, for coming. Also, Jared, Aaron, any last comments as we wrap up?
I apologize if I said something too harsh or if I kept on talking. Bad habits, you know, old habits. But Acha, I know it's like almost midnight in Chicago. I really appreciate you. We really appreciate you taking.
Not a problem. No,
Take
thank you.
your
Thank you
time.
for having me again.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's always a pleasure having you here. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do this again with some
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
different. Yeah, no, this was
It's
good.
gonna-
It wasn't just about like the knowledge aspect, but really getting to get us to laugh. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was good.
my stomach is just like, oh, I'm so
My
tired from
cheeks are
laughing.
hurting.
My mouth.
Yeah, my cheeks are hurting too. I was like,
It's a good ab workout.
Oh, good at workout, right? Oh, Well, yeah, thank you for coming. And I want to thank our audience for watching. I know you guys been supporting us a lot throughout all of this and commenting, sharing, talking to other people about it. That is the mission of our podcast here. So thank you for taking this forward. And yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah. Also, yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's it. We'll be calling you back for that Q&A.
Yes.
This time.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll be calling you back. Yes.
let me know when.
Thanks, John.
All right.
Eastern 6
again.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of Tea with Thomas. We hope you enjoyed the conversation as much as we did. Don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to our channel for more conversations. If you'd like to help support us, check out the links in the description.
If you have any questions, comments, or topics you would like for us to talk about, please feel free to put them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you guys.
And for more behind the scenes content and updates, follow us on our Instagram at Tea with Thomas. Until next episode, stay curious, stay blessed, and let's continue to share our Catholic voices and ideas to this world. May the good Lord bless you all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.